Welcome to your practice. My name's Sophie, and today we're moving through an advanced minimal cues flow. I'm super excited for this one. Minimal cues just means I'm not going to be giving a lot of commentary or cueing throughout the class, besides how to get into the poses and what poses we're doing, so that you can really enjoy having a quiet practice to yourself. And this is really nice if you've been practicing yoga for a long time and just like to be in your own head, in your own practice. If you do want some music with your practice, I have a Spotify account that's public, and I have lots and lots and lots of playlists on there that I've been making over the past 6 years or so. So go ahead and check that out if you'd like a playlist to move and flow to. And we'll get started. So we're going to come into child's pose to start. Knees wide, feet together. Let's come on down. Stretch those arms forward. Rest your forehead on the ground. And take 3 deep breaths. Walk your hands over to the right side. Put the left hand on top of the right hand for a side stretch. Walk your hands over to the left. Right hand on top of left. And come back to center. Then walk your hands up and come into tabletop. From table, take your right leg out to the right, keeping it bent, and flex your foot. So lift it up and out to the right. Then straighten your leg all the way up and bend the knee. Bring the right knee down next to the left knee, but don't set it on the ground. And lift it up again. Extend it out. Bend and lower. Again, lift, extend, bend, lower, lift. Now you're going to extend the leg and hold it there. Then set it down on the ground all the way out to the side. Bottom of the foot is flat onto the earth. Lift your right arm up to the sky. And bring your right fingertips behind your head. Inhale. As you exhale, right elbow to left wrist. Inhale, open back up. Do that 2 more times. Elbow to wrist. Once more. Take your right arm straight up. Then bring your right hand down to the ground. Keep your right leg exactly where it is. And take a few rounds of cat-cows. Now make your way back to neutral spine. Come up onto your fingertips. Walk your hands back. Sit back on your left heel so your right toes are lifted up to the sky. Either stay upright or walk your hands down and fold. Rise back up onto your hands and bottom of the right foot plants down. Then lift your right leg up, kind of how we started. Lift it up as high as you can. Slowly take it back behind you. Come into a modified side plank with your right leg lifted. Bring the right foot down to the ground. Take your right arm over your ear. Lift your right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Crunch. Inhale, extend and open. Exhale, squeeze it together. 2 more like that. Now extend it all back out. Keep your right leg lifted, put your right hand down on the ground, and come into a one-legged table. So right leg stays straight back behind you. Both hands are down. Bring the right knee to the right upper arm and extend it straight back. Again, knee all the way to upper arm, as high as you can. Extend. 2 more. One more. Set your right knee onto the ground. Take your left leg out to the left, lift it high. Extend the leg, straighten. Bend. Bring it down to hover next to the right knee. And again, lift. Extend. Bend. Lower. Lift. Straighten the leg. Bend. Lower. Now we'll lift, straighten, hold, and set the foot down. And sweep the left arm up. Put the left fingertips behind your head. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to wrist. Bring it down. Lift it back up. And bring it down. And lift. Again, down. Open it up. Stay here. Take your left arm up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down to the ground. Then sit back, come up onto your fingertips and sit back onto your right heel. Left toes point up. Walk the hands down and fold. Rise back up onto your hands. Plant the left foot down. Lift the left leg up. Slowly swing it behind you to come into your modified side plank. Reach your left arm over your ear as you set the left foot down on the ground. Reach the left leg up and bring the elbow and knee together. Inhale, extend it all back out. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. We'll do one more round. Now extend. Keep your left leg lifted. Set the left hand down and square everything down to the ground. Bring the left knee to the left upper arm. Extend it back out. Left knee, left upper arm. Extend. We've got 2 more. Slow it down. And set the left knee down onto the ground. Shake out the hips. And turn your hands around so your fingers face your knees. Tuck your toes and shift forwards and backwards. Onto the toes and the balls of the feet, and then forward onto the wrists. Turn the hands back around so fingers face forward. And lift your knees and hips for down dog. Take 3 deep breaths. Walk your feet up to your hands. Take little baby steps first. Lift up halfway. Fold forward. Take a few moments here in your fold. Sorry, my microphone fell off of me. Okay, we're going to slowly stand up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Stand tall at the front of your mat. Reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, fold down to the ground. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into plank. Take a moment to shift forwards and backwards. Now find your center. Lower your knees down and lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes and lift up for cobra or any back bend that you want. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the front of the mat. Step or hop forward. Halfway lift and fold forward. Inhale, stand and reach the arms up. Hands to your heart. Arms by your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward again. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Lower down halfway with or without your knees into chaturanga. And then come right back up to plank. Again, lower down halfway. Come back up to plank. Lower down halfway. Hold. Lift your right foot up. Set it down. Lift your left foot up. Set it down. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Feet together. Sweep the right leg up. Bend your knee. Open up your hip. Shake out your head. Come up onto your right fingertips. And then slowly flip your dog by first rolling onto the outer edge of your left foot and see if you can float your right leg in the air for as long as possible as you lift your right arm up. Then set the foot down behind you. Bring it back around, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knee to your right upper arm. Get it as high as you can. Bring it back up to three-legged dog. Bring your knee to your left upper arm. Hold. Grab on to the outer edge of your right foot with your left hand. Put your left heel down on the ground and extend your right leg forward. Release the foot, come back to three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands for low lunge. Come up high onto the fingertips. Take your arms out wide to a T shape. Make sure your torso is parallel to the earth. Bring your hands back down. Take your arms straight back behind you for airplane. And bring your hands back down. Take your arms straight out in front of you, like you're in Warrior 3. And bring the hands down. Set the back knee down, sweep the arms up to the sky. Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Exhale, half splits with floating arms. So take your arms back behind you into airplane. And then inhale, shift forward back to Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, bring it up. Last time. Now stay here in your half splits. Set your left fingertips on the ground. Reach your right arm up. You might scoot your right foot forward a little bit if you need to. Put your hands down inside of your right foot. Come into lizard. Slide your right leg out to the right. Any variation of lizard that you feel like doing is fine. And then release the hands down to the ground if they're not there already. Lift your back knee. Step back into a one-legged plank. Chaturanga with one leg lifted. Both feet down for up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Feet together, lift your left leg up. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Come up onto your left fingertips. Roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Start to lift your left hand up and slowly make your way towards flip dog, but see if you can float first. And then set the toes down. Open the heart. Three-legged dog, we bring it around. Inhale. Exhale, knee to left upper arm. Take it back up, three-legged dog. Knee to right upper arm. Grab onto the outer edge of your left foot. Extend it forward. Your right heel goes down. Bring it back around to three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands for low lunge. And come up onto your fingertips. Take your arms out wide. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Inhale, arms back behind you, airplane. And bring your hands down. Take your arms straight out in front of you. Your back leg is strong. And bring your hands down. Set your back knee down. Sweep your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Take it back to half splits. Arms go back behind you. And again, inhale. Come up. Keep going a few more times. We'll land back in our half splits. Set the right fingertips down. Sweep the left arm up. Put your hands inside of your left foot. Shift into lizard. And take lizard however you'd like, or whatever you did on the other side. Okay, let's make our way back into lizard, standard lizard. Plant the hands, lift the back knee. Slowly step back to one-legged plank. Lower down, halfway. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up. Bring your right knee to your right upper arm. And bring it down towards the right wrist. And back up to the right upper arm. Wrist. Armpit. One more time, wrist. Armpit. Three-legged dog. Step your foot between your hands. Take your arms straight out in front of you. Rise up to high lunge. Open arm twist to the right. Option to put your right hand on your left, back of your left thigh, and back bend within the twist. Open back to warrior to your twist, and then open to warrior two now. Flip your right palm, reverse warrior with a half bind, and maintain your half bind as you come into side angle. Right hand down inside of your right foot. Maybe you take a full bind. 3 deep breaths. Open the arms all the way up and rise up to warrior two. Flip your right palm, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to low lunge. Standing splits. Bring your left foot over to the right side, so cross it behind your right leg and bring it all the way over. And fold over your right leg. So we're just aiming for a stretch in the outer right leg, IT band and calf. Now bring it back to standing splits. Step your foot all the way back into low lunge. Set the back knee down. Put your hands onto your front thigh. Bend your back knee and grab onto the foot with the left hand. And extend your right arm up. Maybe you even slide the toes all the way to the inside of the elbow. Maybe you even clasp hands behind you. Open your right arm back up to the sky if your hands are clasped. Release your hands down to the ground. Lift your back knee. Slide your right foot to the right to come into funky lizard. So roll onto the outer edges of both feet and lift your right arm up. Then step your right foot on top of your left foot for side plank. Maybe you lift the right leg up. Put your right leg back down. If it's lifted, come into plank. Lower onto your forearms one at a time and walk your feet in for a dolphin. Option to lift one leg. Maybe you have an arm balance here that you're comfortable with. Feel free. Or lift the other leg. Couple more breaths to play. Walk it back to forearm plank. Lower your hips down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Open your heart. Now press down into the feet and lift your hips up so you're in plank with your toes untucked. Lower your hips down. Open your heart for Sphinx. And again, lift your hips. Lift your thighs. One more time, back down. Sphinx. Lift the hips. And then lower the hips back into Sphinx. Lower all the way down. Take your arms down by your sides. And then lift everything up for Locust. Put your hands under your elbows. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Bring your feet together. Lift your left leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Knee to left upper arm. Now bring the knee down towards the wrist and back up to the upper arm. Wrist. Armpit. Wrist. Armpit. Three-legged dog. Step your foot between your hands. Low lunge. Take your arms straight out in front of you. Rise up to high lunge. Take your left arm and open it out to the left. Right arm forward. Left hand can go onto the thigh for a little deeper. Back to open arm twist. Swivel to warrior two. Flip your left palm, reverse warrior, half bind. Side angle, keeping your right arm in half bind. Option for full bind. Open the arms up all the way. Rise back up to warrior two. Again, reverse warrior. Cartwheel the hands to low lunge. Standing splits. Bring your right leg over to the left side, toes down to the ground. Fold over your left leg. Take your right leg straight back up. Step it all the way back to low lunge. Put the back knee down on the ground, hands onto your front thigh. Bend your right knee, grab onto your right foot with your right hand, and pull it towards you and reach your left arm up. You might stay or put the foot inside of the elbow crease and maybe even reach your left hand around and clasp hands. Release everything back down. Plant down through your right hand. Reach your left arm up. Funky lizard. Then step your left foot on top of your right foot for side plank. Option to lift your left leg. Come back into side plank and then high plank. Lower onto your forearms slowly for forearm plank. Walk your feet in for dolphin. And then option to take it into an arm balance or just stay where you are. Make your way back into a forearm plank. Lower your hips down to the ground and release your arms down by your sides. Bend your knees, grab onto your feet or ankles, bow pose. Release and rest your head to one side and relax. Come back onto your hands, tuck your toes, press up to plank, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Bring your right knee to your nose, round your spine, shift forward, step your foot between your hands. Take your arms straight out in front of you, then rise all the way up to high lunge. Bring your hands to your heart, twist to your right. Option to split your arms or bind or go anywhere else. Bring your hands back into prayer if they're not there already. And step your feet together for chair twist. Stand all the way up. Reach the arms up. Lift your left leg up. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh and sit low. Option to bring the hands all the way down. And you're always welcome to play in any arm balances, perhaps flying pigeon for this one. Come back, hands to heart. Stand all the way up. Left leg comes into one-legged mountain, so just left leg lifted to 90 degrees. And take the left leg straight out in front of you. Lift it as high as you can. And like a pendulum, swing your left leg back, come into warrior three. Put your left fingertips down, reach your right arm up for revolved half moon. Option to grab the foot for Chapasana variation and kick up. Extend your arm and leg. Put your hands down. Step back into low lunge. Set your back knee down. Straighten your right leg for half splits and maybe full splits. Make your way out of it and back to down dog. Lift your left leg up, left knee to nose, round your back, step your foot through. Reach your arms straight out in front of you, then rise up to high lunge. Bring your hands to your heart and twist to your left. And go to any variation you would like. Hands back to your heart. Stay twisted. Step to chair twist. Rise up to stand, arms up. Reach the right leg up. Figure four, standing figure four. And maybe go down to the ground and try your flying pigeon. Definitely one of the harder arm balances. Hands to heart. Rise all the way back up. Keep your right leg up. Extend your right leg forward. Like a pendulum, swing it back, come into warrior three. Bring your right fingertips down. Open to your left for revolved half moon. Option to grab the foot for Shavasana variation. Extend your arm and leg. Put your left hand down. Step back to low lunge. Put your back knee down. Straighten out your left leg for half splits or maybe full splits. Make your way back to down dog. Let's make our way into a seat. So take your hands wide. Get bouncy and hop it through, landing into a seat and then into boat. Lower down halfway. For fun, take the arms overhead and then lift it all back up. And again, lower down halfway, take your arms all the way overhead and lift back up. One more time. Extend and lift. And then cross your legs and sit down. All right. So now take your right leg and just keep the knee bent out in front of you. And your left foot plants on the ground. So you're just sitting like this. We're going to go into compass. So you're going to grab the outer edge of the left foot with the right hand and take your leg and bring it over your left arm like a backpack strap. And you might stay or extend the leg out to the side for compass pose. Now rebend the knee. Keep it dangling over your left arm. We're going to go into 8-angle pose, Ashtavakra. Hook your right foot over. Plant your hands, lean forward, and balance. Shoot the legs out to the left. And then we'll sit all the way up. Take a breath. Switch sides. So your left knee bent, right leg to the side, and then make your way into compass. Don't rush. Now release the leg. We're going to make our way into 8 angle. So cross the left foot over the right foot. Plant your hands and lean forward. Legs out to the side. And we'll sit back down and take the legs wide. Walk the hands forward. And walk the hands back up. Take your legs straight out in front of you. We'll fold here for Paschimottanasana. About 5 breaths. We'll rise back up. Make our way onto our backs. Hug the knees into the chest. Take a supine twist of your choice. Knees to one side. And switch sides. Knees back to center. Give them a squeeze. And release down for Shavasana. Just you and your breath. Start to invite movement and breath back into the body. Take your full body stretch if you'd like. Roll to one side. And then make your way up to a seat. Bring your palms together at your heart. Mhm. We'll bow together in gratitude for this practice. Let's bring the thumbs to the third eye. Thank you so much. Om Shanti. Thank you. If you enjoyed the practice, let me know in the comments below. I know some of you love minimal cues, so let me know if you do so that I can know to continue to make minimal cues flows for you. All right. Hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you next time.